Okay, so our last presenter for today is TomTom, and you've heard from them. This morning. Um, but for this session, they will be presenting from Edits to Impact: TomTom's journey with OpenStreetMap communities.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and hello to everyone also who are joining us through live stream. Very warm welcome again for TomTom presentation. Very happy to stand in front of you all and present the TomTom's work with the community that we have been doing since last couple of years or more now. And we are super proud, super happy to see the community feedbacks, responses on the support and engagement activities that we have been doing throughout the world now with most of the communities in the world, and this is going super amazing. Okay, so I'm from TomTom. I'll do a quick introduction. My name is Kiran. I'm based in India. I'm responsible for Asia Pacific. Like, I'm a community and partnerships manager. I work at TomTom since last 8 years. I started my journey as a cartographer, and now working with community, it has been a really wonderful time that I'm having. And this is the best part of my job roles I've had ever. So this is amazing. I also have my colleague Hajar. She's from Africa. Hajar, if you would like to say hi to everyone.
So, hello everyone. My name is Hajar and I'm from Morocco. And I'm the Community and Partnership Manager for Africa and Middle East. I'm based in Morocco. And yeah, I've been doing all the engagement and partnership with communities in Africa and Middle East for the past 2, 3 years. And yeah, of course, I'm happy to be with you here today.
I will also take a moment of yours to get introduced to one of my colleague. Again, he's from Indonesia. His name is Dino, and I think he is also doing some amazing job with Indonesian community. And you should definitely have his introduction as well.
Hello everyone, my name is Dino. I am from Indonesia. I'm a geospatial data operation and support the community and partnership team to do some event in Indonesia. Thank you.
All right. So yeah, that's our tagline, which we call and which we say and which we believe it takes the world to map the world. Right? Not every mapper can reach to the entire corners of the world and map every detail. So that's why we're working with communities as well, and together we are making the maps better and better with each and every edits. Okay, so this is the tagline which our community and partnerships team at TomTom uses when we work with communities. Yes. So, what exactly are the activities, engagement events, engagement sessions that we have been doing with the communities across the globe, right? So, let's talk about sharing leads and challenges with communities globally. So, it's the part of engineering team that we have at TomTom, and we have been continuously analyzing data sets of different versions that we have also from our internal products plus OSM. So, we do the gap analysis, and when we spot there are gaps, there are errors, quality issues in a map, we compile those issues into a challenge, which is usually a map relay challenge or it's a tasking manager project, and we share this leads with the community. So it can be few of the examples that you might have seen us sharing in the communities are like maybe hanging highways or disconnected highways, duplicate highways, or a building a road intersect, a building overlap. So these are kind of issues we are trying to focus on, we are trying to target, and by resolving these issues by the community, we are again trying to resolve those issues and maybe eradicating those kind of errors from the database completely, right? So we have Africa, one of the greatest examples. We do have India, one of the greatest examples, where a few of the errors does not exist in the map right now. For example, in India, I think it was disconnected highway where we spotted there were a lot of hanging highways which was not connected, like just floating in between the map. So we shared this challenge with the communities and they added the connection, and now we have zero disconnected highways in India. So again, of course, there is a lot of opportunities and need of mapping in India. It would take plenty more years for us to complete the mapping there. But of course, with community enthusiasm and encouragement that we have been doing, I believe and I'm sure and I'm confident also that we can do a very good mapping in countries like where there's very few OSM community members, right? So I've seen a lot of Asian countries as well where we need to come together and build better OSM maps, right? So apart from that, we have been also doing some events to encourage collaboration and community building. So you might have seen us, maybe Salim, maybe Hajar, Dino, we have been posting a lot of mapping party invites, a mapathon invite. So we have been inviting communities. It is both. It's virtually either, or it's always, or also sometimes in person. So wherever we have local offices in Asia Pacific or in other parts of the world as well, we do invite to our TomTom office. It can be a big meeting room where we can have a mapping party or a mapathon. Sometimes it can be virtual. It can be a 30 days mapathon, or like what Hajar did, it was a 90-day mapathon, Fix Africa challenge. It was super amazing. Of course, she would definitely take more time to speak on that. And you would be super impressed, super amazed to see the amazing results that the community has brought together from this project that we have been working together. So, of course, if you ever see mapping invites coming from TomTom, do not hesitate, do register and just come with us, and we will do mapping together with better experts and better team members teaching basics of cartography. Okay, so that's the beauty. Not just that, but we have also introduced and trained new contributors. So with YouthMappers or university visits, and I think few of the countries that I would definitely like to mention, India again, from where I'm coming from, and of course Hajar has done some many university sessions in Africa as well, where we have been inviting students to our mapping parties, and the students belong to GIS fields, right? They are learning GIS. Even we have not limited this to GIS. If somebody is learning geology or earth sciences or environmental sciences, so they are very much open. If they know basics of map editing, they're most welcome, and we do the training for them. It is usually ID editor, it's map relay, it's tasking manager, hot tasking manager or tasking manager US, and this is how we have been doing map trainings for them, and maybe we are also onboarding a lot of newbies onto the OSM. So that's also one of my favorite jobs to do. Apart from that, again, we have been sponsoring, presenting at a lot of conferences, like this is the one. And of course, Phos4Gs as well. In every part of the world, we have been sponsoring, supporting, and joining the communities here to celebrate with them and to cheer them up, right? So this is one activity. One of the best parts that I think we do at TomTom, again, we are known for quality, right? That's the reason we have been also stressing, focusing more on quality. So after every mapping party is done, after every mapathon we have wrapped up, we dedicatedly said there's a team dedicated in India who would do the validation post the mapping party. So if there are any mistakes done by any newbies while learning, so we make sure that gets fixed and it doesn't get incorrectly added to the map, right? So there's a dedicated team in every part of Asia as well, even Dino and other LI members that we have. So we have local intelligence team members as well in Asia Pacific. They take time out after every mapping party and ensure that they are correcting, validating, and maybe doing a quality check on the edits done by the newbies as well, okay? Apart from that, very proudly, humanitarian editing support, we have been also doing this with HOT since quite some time. And also that was the first program we started doing with Hot OSM. So I think it was 2017 when Nepal was hit with the earthquake, and TomTom employees, especially the Pune office where I work at, they spent 2 hours of their 8 hours of working supporting this humanitarian mapping efforts for Nepal. So we have not just limited to Nepal, but of course every natural disasters that have happened in any part of the world, TomTom is always standing strong with Hot OSM and other communities who have been into humanitarian projects, right? So we have been doing some amazing job there as well. Achievement. So what is the difference TomTom is making with so much of engagement with the community? So it's been 205 countries that have been improved through TomTom generated leads. So the quality errors that I've been sharing, we have all been sharing with the communities, are being worked, and this is helping the map database to get better and better with every contribution. Apart from that, it is 2687 unique OSM contributors have collaborated with TomTom. So that's worldwide. And of course, there are new members joining again. So this number is increasing and increasing every quarter, you say, every month, you say, and it's going amazing. And also super proud and super happy to see there are almost 2,000 plus new OSM mappers that are being introduced by TomTom to OSM. So super, super happy. And the favorite part of our job is like to talk to the youth. So that's one of the best thing. And I totally have seen this. Youths are very much, they get so much impressed and happy to see there's something like OSM that exists in the world. This is what I've seen, at least in Asian countries that I've seen. And I feel we need to do a lot of effort, especially in India, where we have to do a lot of mapping engagement activities with students as well, right? And of course, in other parts of the world, I'm very much open to that. So yes, some glimpse. Of course, you would love to see some pictures. I've tried to add something from Asia Pacific majorly because we are in Philippines. So in India, you see that's the first picture. That's our TomTom Pune office. And in Taiwan, we have done some amazing work. South Korea, Thailand. This is TomTom voluntary mappers. So these are TomTom employees. And even on Saturdays, Sundays, when we have a weekend, official holiday, but they still come to office and we have a nice mapping party. We have food, we have music, and we come together and we support the community. So whatever skills we have been learning, like cartography since last, now everyone in TomTom has almost completed 8 to 10 years of their mapping experience they have. So this skill, they are very much happy and open to support and they do the mapping for the communities, right? And this is not just limited to India. This mappers group, I think they have also supported South Korea. So we have done almost 4,000 kilometers of missing highway in South Korea very recently. So far, no community concerns being raised because these mappers are really experienced. They have been doing amazing road network capturing in OSM. Of course, some amazing examples also from our virtual mapping party. So if you see Nepal, Indonesia, Dino has done some amazing work there. Australia, I would definitely like to mention Australia here. In Western Sydney University, it was our second year we did a university event. And now the university has a module uh, which is kind of a mandatory thing for students to contribute on OSM, which is amazing. So students love contributing there. So they have done map editing activity and it's part of their credits, right? So they get marks for that, and which is amazing. They've been loving it. Singapore, I think it's a very small community is what I felt so far. I have been trying to get introduced more to them. But yeah, my colleague Zuremi tries all his efforts to get invited. We kind of book where we do not have an office. We try to book a co-working space where we can invite communities and we together can do the trainings and similar mapping activities with them. So that's how it is going. Japan, I think with YouthMappers, we had some crazy mapping parties. Of course, in Malaysia as well. Yes, something new that I would like to mention this time is field data collection. So TomTom is also supporting volunteers who are into field data collection. So there was this real story which is from Taiwan. There was one guy who was doing some really good field data collection, and TomTom wanted to support with respect to at least gas funding, right? So how much kilometers of drive he would do, we would have been supporting with them with the amount of cost of the fuel or the petrol that he might have needed for that field data collection. So this is also our community page on Mapillaries, TomTom community. You can search it, you can join it. And if you really be an active mapper, like if you see HCN, he has collected 2.7 million images. He's also a TomTomer. But of course, if you are one of the top mappers, we can also do some mapping support for field data collection support for you as well, okay? So that's our group as well. Apart from that, we have also done donations of the mobile mount. It can be for bike as well. It can be for cars as well. So if you need something similar, we can send this stuff to you as well. And this example is also from Indonesia, India, and I think these are from Nepal. So students have been loving field data collection. They're again doing mapillary here, and TomTom is again kind of protecting them with safety vest and making their mapping activity, the field data collection activity, even more better and better. Yeah. Events to encourage community and collaboration building. So this is what we have been doing. This would again be a repetition, but yeah, mapping parties and maps socials that are held at our local offices in every country, in every part of the world. So this is a collaboration between education, humanitarian and corporate organizations, and we have participants engaged in making the OSM edits in different parts of the world, right? So I won't mention, this list would go on, and so far we have more than 30K edits were made in results from this mapping parties, right? So this is the number that keeps on increasing every moment. And definitely, this is one project that I wanted to mention. Of course, I'll take it over, but this is one of the amazing projects that Hajar had in her country. This was a 30-day African challenge, and that was Fix Map 90 Africa. So during this time, the entire continent of Africa, the communities there, have come together to fix some quality issues in Africa. And I think it has some millions and billions of edits that they have done. So it is super crazy, super amazing. And that number of map fixes have been done. A lot of errors that were there in the map now they do not exist in the OSM database. Can you give some examples?
Sorry, I'm not standing. I hope you. Should I stand? Yeah.
That's okay.
I mean, stand for a little bit. Thank you. Actually, here I would like also to give credit to OSM Africa because it's not a work 100% from TomTom, because we did it in collaboration with YouthMappers, with OSM Africa to have this kind of initiative. Why we did so? I hope we are not running out of time. Because in Africa, we have a lot of challenges. First of all, we have a lot of countries where we don't have any active OSM communities, or the community is existent, but they are not super active. So we wanted to touch every part of our continent and to do some impact and do some edits. So that's why we've been thinking about why we do not do it in a regional level. And even if you are from Nigeria and you would like to improve the map and you are so passionate about maps, yeah, you can go and map in Algeria, who doesn't have any active OSM community. And I was happy that it worked well. So first of all, we started with the 30 days African mapping campaign, who was leading to 11 millions of edits. It's a huge amount of edits, and we've been able to touch every single country. Here we've been focusing about adding missing features like missing buildings, missing roads, missing land use, etc., which was super great. And then when we saw that the community, they were super happy and they asked for more, so we were like, okay, let's extend it. Let's do 90. So it was 30, let's do it 90. But this time, let's focus on fixing quality issues, because we've been working for 30 days. It's 1 month. And obviously, we had some beginners who had contributed to increase the number of quality issues. So that's why we are spending more days to fixing quality issues, but the impact is just amazing, because we are fixing quality issues in every single country, which is I'm really very proud about. And we are not yet done, so you can still log in into Map Roulette. You will find something that is called Fix Map Africa, and also Asia. If you would like to help us to fix errors in Map Africa, you are very welcome.
Cool, thank you. Awesome, Hajar. So yes, I think this is also something. Now you might have noticed TomTom in every conferences now. This is also one of the messages that I would like to give, that we are here to stand strong with the communities, to support them and make OSM better and better with each presence and everyone's contribution there. So yeah, sponsors, speakers, we have been attending a lot of events and we have been host. We're doing a lot of even small basic level mapping events to like even bigger events. That has been the variety of conferences and attendance that we have been having. So I won't repeat this slide. It's everyone's information. Humanitarian support, of course, I would definitely like to mention some of the amazing projects that I did in Asia Pacific. So recently, if you see, Myanmar projects are also still on in Hot OSM, so you can still contribute on that. These are some of the initiatives that we are doing with Hot OSM. And of course, we are not just stopping at editing, we would be also doing validation for them. Because as I said, at TomTom, we have a dedicated team of validators or quality teams who can definitely spend time and support this mapping initiatives. Again, these are the cases where there are a lot of newbies who would be mapping in such challenges, and Myanmar might get a lot of errors and issues into the map. So we also need to work on quality fixes. So that's also something. Open Her Map is also one more team from Indonesia with whom we have worked, and we have done some amazing work there. Would you like to add more on that, Dino?
Yeah, for Indonesia, we also organize some event with university or school. We attend the university or school and teach an explanation about the OpenStreetMap. Then they will know about OpenStreetMap. Then we also give some challenge like a map roulette, and then they will solve in a weeks. So after that, they will get some contribution from us. I mean, top contributor, right? So yeah, thank you.
Yes, and yes, focusing on also some of the important days that align with our themes. So we do celebrate World GIS Day, World Geography Day, World Earth Day, World Water Day. So something that's very much in relation to our mapping field. We do celebrate those days as well. So this is the way we have celebrated Women's Day also in TomTom. Also, we recently in on August 9th, we did celebrate OSM's birthday in every office of TomTom, almost in Asia Pacific. So Dino did it, I did it, we did it in Japan as well, we did it in South Korea as well, and it was a big mapathon, right? So yeah, that was it. Apart from that, we also understand the importance of cultural events that may happen in a country, right? Or it can be a sports event as well. So it's very essential for a country to have a good map database ready before such events or maybe sports things are happening in the country. So we have been also stepping to ensure the freshest OpenStreetMap data is available and made ready before the event happens, right? So we have done recently for Paris as well and few other events as well. You can see in the slide right here. And yes, supporting mappers' growth, one of the best parts again of this program, which is educational outreach. These are the list of countries. So far, we have been reaching out to universities. We have been reaching out to maybe a tiny GIS training institute as well, like we have done in India as well. And the students and the group of even professors have joined us. They have been loving. They have been part of this mapping journey. And this is the expansion that we had so far. So if your country is not listed in this, and if you would love to have some training sessions from TomTom, do reach out to us without any hesitation. Again, we would be more than happy to organize much more training sessions in your regions as well, right? So, yes, my favorite team members, Salim and Chandria, part of our OSM Foundation, right? So, yeah, this is our OSM Foundation working group we have at TomTom. Financial support, yes, we are part of OSMF Platinum member. We are Platinum member of the foundation. Apart from that, the tool map ruler, which every TomTomer is sharing with the community in the form of leads, it's part of TomTom is also supporting or funding the tool improvement or the maintenance of map ruler tool, right? So recently, back then, even from India, I heard a lot of people saying that it crashes, right? If there are 10 plus mappers mapping at the same time, it crashes, but it has stopped because we have done some technical improvements in the tool and it has no more issues like that. So it's good now. So we have been also supporting YouthMappers in different parts of the world. Nepal, I can see right front of in my eyes, and many more other parts of the world where we have been supporting global YouthMappers partnerships and events and sponsorships for them. Of course, for every mapping event, we do have some budget allocation, so we have to stick into the brackets that we have, and we cannot overspend in any particular one mapping event. So that is also something we do budget allocation, resource allocation in a very precise manner, right? So that we can we can appropriately do mapping engagement activities throughout the world, right? Sponsorships, again, State of the Maps Europe, every part of the world where State of the Maps is happening, we would be there supporting the community and standing strong with them and building the better OSM maps, and again celebrating with them with all the editing things. OSM chapter membership, we have recently become a chapter of Japan, right? And of course, we are partner membership chapters with Belgium as well, France, US, and of course, many more countries. And of course, that's the end of my slide. Thank you very much. I hope I made it in time. Thank you. Do I have time for questions? Yes, here you go.
So you mentioned disconnected roads and they're solved them all, but what if the road really is disconnected? I mean, I don't want to drive up and I got to go all the way back. This really is disconnected. And I zoom in on the map. Oh, I got to zoom in really good. Oh, I finally found, it renders.
Yeah, maybe I would probably take it. That's why actually we are using the tool map roulette. In map roulette, we are mentioning that we can have false positive because, for example, if you are in an island, you would probably find something like that will looks like a floated road, but in reality, no, they need to take the ferry or a boat to drive to the other side. So the advantage and why we are using map roulette is that it has a lot of status. So if the error is there and you have fixed it, so you will mark it as I fixed it. If it wasn't an issue, you have the status not an issue. If it was already fixed by another mapper, you will just select already fixed. And which other status do we have? And too hard. Like sometimes, yes, you can find a task and it's isolated, but it's too difficult for you to fix because maybe the satellite imagery is flu, is not good quality, and maybe you are just it's very advanced level, so you cannot fix it. So then you will choose too hard, I cannot complete it. So we have this kind of status. That's why we are using the map roulette platform to share these kind of quality issues leads with the community. Thank you.
Hope I replied to your question. Any other questions for us? I think I made it super simple. Thank you very much. Here you go.
Alright, so far no more questions, I guess we should wrap up the session for today. Thank you so much, Mom, for and our sponsors for today. Thank you so much.